Hey guys, how are we doing? It's Martin Cliffe here with an update from my living room for a change here in Hong Kong rather than my studio. It is Monday the 24th of February, so I guess this is a late February update. And I haven't posted a video for a while. Last week I was busy doing the lighting for the play here at the school at Harrow, which went really well. I'm really pleased with the results, really glad everything turned out. Yeah, it was a really good show. You know, the kids did really well and it looked really good, so job well done. But because I've been away from doing videos and stuff for a while, I've had a bit of time to sort of think and muse over this, that and the other. I've also had in the payment things through from Amazon and iTunes recently for TikTok, for all the sales of that. So I did some sums and I worked out that I made, I think it's $8.50 from TikTok, which would be cool, except that it cost me 11 to publish it in the first place. So at this point I'm thinking, why am I bothering? And I don't want this to appear like a really negative video, because it's not designed to be, but I'm kind of thinking, if so few people are interested in the music I'm producing, then I'm not going to produce the music, because it's so much work, so much effort, and it's just clearly not reaching enough people to make it worthwhile. So I'm very sorry if you're one of the people who enjoyed it, and I'm really thankful that you did, but it's not worth my while keeping doing this if I'm selling 10 copies of something. It's just not worth it. It's just being realistic. So that's that. So that also means that I'm kind of going to put a stop to videos promoting the music that I'm doing, at least for the time being, because again, it's not worth it. They don't have the interest. The things that people are interested in. I mean, I get a reasonable number of views for my news updates, so that's cool. But basically, people are interested in reviews, gear reviews. So I have a few reviews that I want to do, and I'm going to do them. I had an interesting request actually on Google Plus on YouTube saying bring back Martin Rants, so maybe I'll do that. I'll have a think about that. But yeah, people clearly want gear reviews, so I'm going to do some gear reviews. But music gear is an interesting thing, because really some people are absolutely mad passionate about gear, and I can understand that. I can understand where it comes from, but that's not me. Basically, as you'll know if you followed my videos right from the get-go, from 3-4 years ago when I first started doing these things, it was all about the quest for tone. It was all about making my guitar gear, getting my guitar gear to a point where I was 100% happy with it. And basically, at this stage now, I have absolutely no desire to buy a single guitar pedal again, ever. I have two distinct guitar pedal setups. I have one that's based around two pedal train nanos, which I'll be posting a video about, which is kind of my main thing. That it would be what I would take out gigging, and then I have another one that's kind of, that another guitarist I was playing with could use, or it gives me some alternative tones for recording, and that's my secondary one. And again, I'm going to do a video, a walkthrough of that in the next few weeks. And beyond that, I just don't care. I've got everything I want. I've got every tone I want. So there's going to be come to a point where I've kind of reached saturation. I've reviewed pedals that I've bought and kind of liked for a while, and then decided it's not quite what I want, so I've sold them. All the pedals I've got now do something specific that I really like, and I want to use them for that. so they fill that need, and so I don't want to buy anymore. So I'll review what I've got, the things that I haven't reviewed already, but beyond that point, there are a couple of bass pedals for my bass rig that I'm still looking to get hold of. My bass rig is nearly finished, and I'm certainly going to do a video about that. But basically, there are so many, if you watch the Tone Report videos from Pro Guitar Shop, you realise there are so many new pedals. There seem to be new pedals out every week that you could buy and sell them forever, and you would never keep up with the number of new ones that are produced, and that doesn't interest me. So I'm interested in getting. I was interested in getting the tone that I hear in my head, and actually getting that coming out of the speakers, and I've got that. Now that doesn't mean that I'm never going to buy any gear, because certainly for recording purposes, and recording is what, for whatever reason, partly because of where we live in Hong Kong, recording is what my focus has to be, because there aren't the opportunities really for gigging here, and particularly if you don't have transport, which we don't here. So I'm focusing a lot on recording stuff. So having alternative tones, it is something that is a useful thing. But as I say, I'm not going to be doing pedals anymore, because I've got to the point where I've got what I want. Now, there are much more kind of subtle ways of getting different tones using different guitars and amps, and that is something that I am still going to pursue. Obviously, pedals are reasonably cheap, so it's kind of an easy process to do, whereas amps and guitars in particular are much more expensive, so it's going to be a slower thing. So there aren't going to be, oh, I got a new pedal, I'm going to post a video, which some people seem to do every couple of weeks. That's not been my approach, and it's not going to be my approach. But yeah, there will be still new videos appearing, talking about gear and stuff, but at a much sort of slower rate, really. So yeah, and I have things in mind, say guitar-wise and stuff. But the other content that I produce, it's not getting people watching it. It's not getting people listening to it. It's not. I'm producing music that no one seems to be interested in. So I'm going to take a different tack, because it just hasn't worked as I'd hoped. So that's kind of where I'm at. In terms of general, as I say, I don't want this to sound a really depressing video, because in a sense it is not. I've realised that the creativity of what I put out individually is not meeting a need. So I'm looking to work with people in some kind of context, working with other people, and I'll be posting other videos about that, what I'm hoping to do. Generally, it would be really cool to find a really good drummer that is interested in collaborating, across the internet, and finding a singer-songwriter. This will be my deal, that I get a singer-songwriter who I can write good songs with, or even they write songs. Then I can then produce the parts, the guitar and bass parts. Get someone to record the drum parts for it, and then collaboratively we create something amazing. Maybe that's the way forward, and that's certainly what I'm hoping for. So that's kind of the tack I'm taking with that. As I say, going to, I don't know, the kind of tuition kind of style videos haven't had any interest worth speaking of, so I don't see any value in producing those. So it's all just a case of realising what is worthwhile in terms of what people are responding to, and focusing my attention on that. And it's hard, because in some ways I've been writing my own music for over 20 years. I'm 36. I recorded my first solo album when I was 17. So, you know, it's, in fact, no, I was still 16. So yeah, nearly 20 years ago I recorded my first album. And I'm kind of at a point where I need to take a break from it. So I need to work with other people because it's just, I don't know, I've kind of run out of energy, of creative energy, of just producing my own stuff and then getting nothing back for it. So there we go, that's that. But as I'm not going to say this again, yeah, this isn't meant to be, oh, I'm really depressed and it's really bad video, because generally life is good. I'm enjoying my life. I'm just wanting to take away the things that are giving me stress, that are making me unhappy, because I don't want to be unhappy. I live in a really great place, a really nice life, good friends, good family. Everything is pretty much good. So spending time frustrated and focusing on stuff that is doing me no benefit isn't going to help. So I'm going to concentrate on what does help. Okay, anyway, that's kind of been my video for this month. Obviously there won't be anything until March because it's near the end of the month now. And then, as I say, I'll be looking at pedal boards and all that kind of stuff in the near future. But until that time, take care guys, I'll see you soon.